Toni Cannelli, a drum teacher from England. What I want to talk about is just a thing about creativity. And creativity is something that sometimes as we get older, we become less creative because it's kind of knocked out of us. And basically, I've got a couple of kids, and when they were younger, they come up with some really great questions, and you had to look into it, and their creativity was really, really lovely because they had an open mind. Now, by the end of this file, when you watch the beginning, what I was playing at the beginning of the file, it will all make sense. So for me, creativity is this. It's going to come up on your screen. No boundary, no burden. What that means is like no boundary, no burden means that there's no limits. So when there's no limits, you keep looking, you keep learning. Okay, it's a bit like science. Anything in science is a theory until another theory appears, and then you keep searching, there's no end to it, there's no right, it's not going to be like, oh yeah, that is the theory, until someone comes along with a different theory. So that's what makes it interesting, the fact that it kind of evolves all the time. And I like to try and think like that as a person. I like my thinking to evolve, and I don't want any boundaries, because then it becomes a burden. Does that understand what I'm on about? So let me show you a few things that over the years, what I try and do as a teacher, I don't want to step on kids' ideas, because kids really are open-minded and they've got great ideas, and you don't want to stamp out the fire of their enthusiasm. So, I mean, when I was a kid, before I even got like a drum kit, I was in a marching band, and I used to go home and practice all my rudiments. And then I'd go along and play all the pieces. And then also when I was at home, I used to sort of make things up. Now I remember as an 8-year-old, I used to watch a program on telly called Mission Impossible, and the theme tune went ba ba da da ba ba da da ba ba da da. So I kind of turned it into a snare drum thing. Ba da 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 ba da da da. So, if I put the metronome on, when I took that idea to the drum instructor at the band, he said, yeah, it's in 5. So I said, oh, sorry, I don't know what you mean. He said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I just sit and count the numbers cold, it really... there's no inspiration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the minute I start to think about the melody, then I can keep it going all day. Ideas. Ba ba da da ba ba da da. So, as I got older, I realised that was in 5, but I didn't lose that kind of childlike, just humming it and play it kind of thing. So that's where the creativity lies. So I've always approached music like that, a bit naive, a bit sort of open-minded, a bit childlike. I remember when I was about 18, I went for an audition in London, and the band had an audition piece, which I'd never heard before, and I kind of played it. And at the end of it, they kind of gave me a round of applause. It's kind of like, well done, you got the job. And I said, what, why? He said, well, that was in 11/8. And I thought, 11/8? No, I was just following the bass line. When I was listening to the melody, I wasn't really going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2. So sometimes when you get too scientific, you kind of lose that creativity. Too much facts, too much figures. Loosen your mind up. Stop being so grown up. And that's where the creativity comes from. So, what I do is when I'm teaching kids, or anyone really, is I try and get them to sort of loosen up. So my name is Toni Cannelli. Toni Cannelli. Toni Cannelli. without any kind of analysis or working out what the time signature is or what the subdivisions are or what kind of, you just enjoy it. It's lovely, yeah, okay. Also had a kid, had a really good name. It was Ayo Adebayo. That's a really good rhythm, Ayo Adebayo. So if I put my name and his name together, Toni Cannelli, Ayo Adebayo, I like that. So you just think the act of talking, if you just work out a sentence and transcribe it, it's probably in some sort of crazy time signature, but we do it naturally. You know, we're being creative, we're letting it flow, we're not over-analysing things and being too clever. So I think sometimes, you know, when you get too much involved in the kind of like bogged down with the scientific facts about things, you kind of lose that childlike sort of frame of mind, and I think we should all try and keep that and just learn to just do things naturally and enjoy it and don't overanalyze. Hopefully you got a kick out of that. If you want to know more about me, go on my website www.tonicannelli.com. Cheers.